Hey, what is going on, Guardians? Evade here and welcome back to the channel. Festival of the Lost is returning to Destiny 2 next week and will offer a bunch of new activities, rewards, and even some new quests. So today we're going to break down everything you're going to need to know. This includes rewards, the Haunted Forest, which is a new take on the Infinite Forest, and much more. Alright, Guardians, welcome back. Bungie posted this new article on their site that details everything with the Festival of the Lost, which is releasing next week. So for those of you that don't know, this is kind of like a Halloween themed event that came out in Destiny 1, and we didn't have it last year. They kind of skipped over it and went to the Dawning, but this year it's going to make a triumphant return. So here's what Amanda Holliday has to say. "I'll be damned if we're going to sit around and mope all day. Cade would have hated that. So let's have some fun, huh? Put on this mask and go show the bad guys they can't keep us down." For Guardians, death is usually a temporary condition, no more dangerous than a splinter and forgotten just as quickly. Even after Eva Levante first brought the city's traditions to the tower with the Festival of the Lost, it was less a time for remembrance and more of an irrelevant celebration. The last year has changed everything. The Red Legion razed the city and countless Guardians were lost. Despite victories on Mercury and Mars, morale in the tower is low after the fall of the legend Cade 6. This year, death has not passed us by, it has come to stay. More than ever, it is important to remember loved ones who have fallen, and to celebrate the fact that we have lived to fight in their honor. Festival of the Lost begins for all players of Destiny 2 on Tuesday, October 16th. So Guardians, this time around it seems that Amanda Holliday is going to be the vendor for this event, and she's kind of like, all this depressing stuff just happened in Forsaken, Cade died, everybody loved him, but let's try to bring up everybody's mood a bit. So it says, no one has heard from Eva Levante since the city fell. Shipwright Amanda Holliday has stepped up to raise everyone's spirits. Thanks to her, the tower is filled with merriment as memories good and bittersweet fill our hearts. So new triumphs are going to be available for you to earn next week, and Holiday will offer daily bounties that award fragmented souls. These items can be used to purchase Festival of the Lost masks, as well as the Horror Story Legendary Auto Rifle. You can see some of that here. But even with the tower illuminated by spooky violet candles, there's always something scary lurking just out of sight. This year, Festival of the Lost brings more than just masks. For a limited time, all players of Destiny 2 are invited to the Haunted Forest. Guardians have been tasked with clearing out its ghouls and demons which are spooking up a storm. You have 15 minutes to dive in as deep as you can into the Haunted Forest and clear out the nightmares lying within. Be wary, the deeper you go, the more difficult your job will become. So Guardians, this looks super cool. It's pretty much the Infinite Forest, but they call it the Dark Forest, and it's going to be this new activity you launch into through matchmaking. Now, if you played Curse of Osiris, you know how much of a letdown it was and how things could have improved a ton. We wondered like, hey, why can't we just patrol the Infinite Forest, go as far as we want, and kind of check things out with this procedurally generated area? I don't know how many Reddit posts I read discussing like, what if there was a firefight mode in here or some type of escalation protocol? So now that we're seeing the same sort of thing within the Festival of the Lost, it's really cool and hopefully gives a whole new meaning to the Infinite Forest. And even though it's going to be, limited time, I hope it's fun and it'll give us something to do for a little bit. Now I guess this mode is still kind of like a firefight. Now this is kind of the same thing. I mean, we do get 15 minutes, but it's going to get more difficult as you progress. And they also say you can jump into the dark as a solo player or with a pre-made fire team. Now if you don't have a fire team and you don't want to play solo, there's also matchmaking, so that is very nice. Next up it says on the case. Most players of Forsaken have already won justice for Cade 6. But near the conclusion of the Festival of the Lost, they'll be called once more again to avenge a fallen friend. Master Ives has been struck down. Maybe someone wanted to settle an old score or lost their temper when receiving an edge transit. Whatever provoked the wrongdoing, justice must be served. This pursuit of Master Ives' killers will take place through a quest line which adds an additional powerful reward for you to earn each week. Now like we said, the event begins next week, but this hunt or the quest line will begin towards the end on Tuesday, October 30th. Now we get into some of the exciting stuff, the rewards. Alongside the Festival of the Lost rewards from Amanda Holliday and the Festival of the Lost triumphs, players will earn what's called an ephemeral engram every time they fill up their XP bar after achieving the max character level. Players will receive this engram in addition to the steadfast engram, which effectively awards players double bright engrams for the duration of Festival of the Lost. So you're getting double of what you usually do. You still get the steadfast, the normal one, but you also get this one for the event, the ephemeral engram. Now there's also always the option to purchase some more of these engrams from Tess in the tower, but that's if you choose to do so, not something you need to do at all. Tess will also feature rewards from this new engram on the Bright Dust store throughout the event, so if you have a bunch of Bright Dust, you don't know what to do with it, you can pick up some of those specific items from her. But with that being said, here's a look at some of the new rewards and emotes. Alright Guardians, everyone is invited to shoot their way through the Masquerade. Festival of the Lost begins on Tuesday, October 16th and concludes at 10 AM Pacific time on Tuesday, November 6th. Anyway Guardians, that's pretty much all I got for this video, just basically recapping this for you, giving you some insight into Festival of the Lost before it comes out. And although it's, just a little holiday themed event, not like a, expansion release or anything, it's still super exciting to get new activities in Destiny, and I can't wait to see what new masks they have. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for some more awesome Destiny 2 news and entertainment. My name's Ives, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.